So, hello everybody, how are you? How has work been? Good or complicated? Now, if it has been complicated, this video right here might help you, but it's not for you. It's for your team and stakeholders, because in this video, I will share what non-UX writers need to know about UX writers if they want to work with us. So if you are a non-UX writer and work with UX writers, this might be helpful. And if you are a UX writer, you might want to share this one with your team. Let's go. Hello, my name is Kat and I teach people about writing in tech, and on this channel you will find everything that you need to know, especially about UX writing. So if you want to learn more about all of that, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell. And if you want some in-depth UX writing knowledge or even earn a certificate in UX writing, make sure you check out my UX writing online courses. They will give you profound and hands-on practical knowledge starting at $29 only, and you can find them on my website, writewithdrkat.com. Link is also in the description box below. So as I said in the intro, for teams or individuals that work with UX writers for the first time, collaboration can be a little difficult for both sides, basically. So we need to understand each other, and there are also a couple of things that non-UX writers should know about UX writing and UX writers that make working with us a lot easier. So things that they should keep in mind when working with us. And this is what we will talk about today, okay? And we kick this off a little salty because the first thing that we need to get off the table is this. UX writing is a profession like any other, okay? Please respect it as such. You cannot write UX copy just because you know how to write, folks. You don't know UX writing better than us, even if you think you have a good handling with words, okay? Don't tell us what to write. Don't suggest that you can just write better UX copy from the top of your head. Just don't do that, okay? It is insulting and weird. We all can and should have debates and discussions, exchange ideas, yes, but just like you don't see us questioning every little design choice that you make, every line of code that you write, you need to trust us a little as well, okay? If you think we're not competent, please point out the things that we should learn about. Most of us are very, very willing to learn, but now there is a writer on the team that is responsible for writing UX copy, and that means that we need to give each other mutual respect for every discipline and UX writing too, okay? Otherwise it just doesn't work. Second, integrating UX writers in your team process-wise can be tough. And that's okay. We too have to figure out a way to work with you because each team handles UX writing a little differently, okay? So we all need to figure it out together. It's not like the UX writer can just come up with a workflow, throws it at you, and then everybody just has to follow it. But instead, let's try a couple of things, adjust it, try again, and find out what works best for all of us, okay? And in the process of doing that, we definitely need you to do this together with us. And this applies to designers, researchers, developers, project managers, everybody on board the core product team. Next, content design is a huge part of UX writing. Some even use it as a synonym for UX writing. And this is all about where and when to put which kind of information so that the user can have a smooth and pleasant user experience. And in many cases, this has been the job of the UX designer before, which makes a lot of sense, but it's also something where we bring a lot of expertise and experience to the table. So please at least let us have a say in this. Let's do this together, but don't just consult us when you need some text to be written, like, hey, I need a quick placeholder here or there or some button copy. We are not your little writing assistants. We are designers and we design with words, okay? If we don't know the context, the purpose, the mission, the bigger picture of a flow, we cannot write those words. And we can best know all these things when you involve us early on. Have us sit in the meetings. Let us participate in decision-making processes. Tell us, show us, discuss with us, okay? Next, voice and tone does not equal humor. Voice and tone is more complex, and each brand has a very unique voice and tone profile. And each piece of copy needs to be carefully adjusted to that specific voice and tone profile. And of course, what the user flow requires. That's what we do. We carefully craft single pieces of copy according to that. Now, people who don't work as professional writers, and this is also something that is due to what we as UX writers promoted in the early days, might think that UX copy is only good when it's fresh and witty and brilliant and clever. And usually UX designers and UX researchers are very aware of the fact that this is not true. So this applies more to management, stakeholders, and non-UX people on your team. But this is just not true, okay? And this leads me to the next point. Number 5, not all kinds of writing are the same. UX writing is not copywriting, is not content writing, is not technical writing, is not copywriting. And if you assume that we can just do these things like that, that is just as if we were to assume that just because you can code in one software language that you are able to code in every software language. Or if you are a UX designer, you can just publish and print the company's printed playbook, okay? But still, many teams expect you're the UX writer, so you are the writer. And if there's a chatbot that needs some writing, that's on us. If there's a blog post that needs to be written, that's on us. And yes, we can do that because we know how to use language as a tool professionally, but we cannot just do it like that. We need to educate ourselves on these other writing disciplines. We need some extra time. So don't just expect us to do this, okay? But instead discuss it with us first. And this goes out especially to management, project management, and product owners. Number 6, good UX writing takes time. It's important to understand that crafting high quality UX copy is a process that requires research, analytics, ideation, writing, iteration, editing. Just as designing a user interface or developing a feature involves multiple steps and revisions, so does writing UX copy. So what doesn't work is imposing deadlines on us that are based solely on certain people's scheduling preferences without even considering the time that it takes to actually do our work properly. So discuss your timelines with us, that's fine. Tell us about any constraints that you have and we will do our best to accommodate them. But keep in mind, rushing the writing process can and will compromise the quality of the user experience. Promise. And the last one, and of course we end on a good note here because we love being on a team with you. We love sparring with you. Collaboration is the heart of what we do as UX writers. We're not just here to churn out text on demand. We're here to contribute to the design and development process as equal partners, okay, together with you. We thrive on discussions. We love brainstorming sessions. We love constructive feedback, and we need it to come up with the best possible solution and learn from each other, right? So let's respect each other equally and appreciate each other's contribution, celebrate our joint efforts and accomplishments, and take user experiences to the next level together, okay? And I think these are good words to end this video. I hope this was helpful to you. If there is anything that you want to add to the list, let me know in the comments. Also, if you are a non-UX writer and you have worked with UX writers, please make sure that you also tell us in the comments what you want us UX writers to know about collaborating with you, because we're here to exchange and to learn from each other, right? Also, as always, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Make sure you check out writewithdrkat.com and follow me on Instagram, where I post free tips and tricks about writing in tech and especially about UX writing. And as always, keep on writing. Folks, enjoy the process and I hope to see you sometime soon.